Hello everyone, once again, my name is Nick. We're on the ZX Spectrum and we're going to be having a review gameplay of Astra, published by Gargoyle Games in 1984. It's a space shooter, which we're going to do on keyboard, so I'll redefine the keys. I couldn't get the joystick to work here, but the story is like a lot of space shooters. You're versus some aliens, you are a member of the Deep Space Patrol, and these pirates are invading you, some kind of anti-terrain empire. Now, basically this game is how long can you survive. You'll see a time ticking up there on the left. The ship looks very much like a Star Destroyer from Star Wars, and there is a TIE fighter that turns out every now and again. So influenced by Star Wars like a lot of these were. Right, here we go. So we passed those sort of like asteroid things. Now we have to get around here and avoid getting shot. Nice angles when the ship goes left to right. So how long can I survive? We don't know. Now, depending on how long you survive, different aliens will turn up at a certain point. So we're already up to 30 seconds. Boom. You have 6 lives, which go down quickly if you play a bit like me. You can do 1 to 2 players. I think it's alternating if you do that. Now, what I will do, because the longer you survive, the more varied the aliens turn up. If I don't get very far, I have got a poke here just so we can see a bit further into the game, because it'd be a bit pointless if we're doing a review nostalgia look back if we only saw about the first minute or 2 minutes, or did a 3 or 4 minute video on this one. It deserves a little bit longer just to give it a bit of a chance. But first impressions is it's very tricky, and collision detection is sometimes quite suspect, especially with this perspective. But this bit's really cool. Look at that, rotating coloured meteoroids. Right, what strategy can I do here? Just go around the screen like this, I think. Just keep your finger on the fire, spacebar in this case. Bloom. See that TIE fighter going down? Oh dear. A lot of games are heavily influenced by Star Wars, as novels were as well, books at the time. 1984 this. So, getting to the mid-80s. How many lives we got? So we lasted about 1 minute 24 seconds. Oh dear. And it saves how long you've survived, so your next go you can try and beat it. But like all Spectrum games, if you reload it from the tape, then it doesn't remember the high score from last time. It's quite nice, this. It's not really a blockbuster, it's quite annoying, but a little bit addictive too. Like that graphic, good graphics there, sound is as expected, 48k. So we lasted 1 minute 38 there. Hooray for us. So our whole career with Deep Space Patrol was 1 minute 38. I think they must have quite a lot of job vacancies that crop up in this Deep Space Patrol, and I don't know what these pirates games are or what have you. Anyway, let's launch again. We're bound to be good this time, aren't we? Right, we've lasted 3 seconds. Every time you die, it starts right from the start again in terms of the asteroids coming towards you. But the important bit is, as I said, is the time. Just whatever you can do. Find a safe haven, just avoid everything. These blue dots are quite hard to avoid, things that are firing at you. So you can die by colliding into stuff and being shot out of the sky. But there's not much screen space to work with compared to the size of the ship. If the ship was a little bit smaller, it'd be a bit easier. So a luck does play into this quite a lot. Oh dear. See, I had no chance of getting around that. I do like a coloured star field in the background. That's good. Moves quite smoothly, I would say. But not one to spend hours and hours on. If you had this, let me know. I'm not sure what other systems it come out on, actually. Normally when a game's come out on the Spectrum, it would have hit the Commodore 64 and the Amstrad CPC as well. But sometimes you get an odd situation where it's just come up on one system. So if you had it on anything else, then let me know. Right, we've got to beat 1 minute 38, haven't we? Maybe I can just hide behind something. But this could be the Emperor's Star Destroyer, who knows? It's very triangular in shape. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Curses. I'd like the borders to flash every now and again, but perhaps they couldn't do that with the, I don't know, with the scores and stuff. Here we go, through the asteroid storm. It'd be nice to at least see what the second wave looks like, but I'll have to do a poke, I think. So, no doubt, if you see, unless anyone's brilliant at this, if you see any other reviews online of this without a poke on, they probably haven't got past the first section. But who knows? They might have practiced for weeks before recording it, unlike me, and this is one of the first times I've ever played it. Right, avoid those blue dots. They're firing stuff at us. Oh dear, what? 1 minute 39. We beat our record by 1 second. Hooray! So if I keep improving by 1 second, we can watch this review for 2 weeks and I'll probably be okay. Right, we're going to put a poke in now, folks. A poke for infinite lives, which will, well, infinite lives. So we'll keep going on and on and on. The timer will tick up and it'll register, hopefully, new alien waves. That's the hope, anyway. Right, so 139 to beat, which we're going to do, if the poke has worked, of course. We'll soon find out. See 6 lives there. Brilliant. Here we go. I don't know why he's flying through the asteroid field. Right, okay, so it's going to stay on 6 or tick down to 5. Still on 6, so the poke is working, folks. So we're going to see, if you can bear with it, at least a few waves. I think it's probably about a couple of minutes we have to survive for the next wave turn up. That's my prediction anyway. Animation on this is quite good. I like the perspective. That's quite clever. Didn't really need to do a TIE fighter. Could have done any ship at all. Why have they done that? I do not know. Curses. Gargoyle Games produced this one. I don't know what other games they produce. I'll have to look that up and maybe look at some others by them. Okay, let's get past this mob. What we on with lasted amazing 48 seconds. What's the longest amount of time you survived in space? Let me know if you're a regular space goer. I say that because at time of recording, the chances that someone has been into space watching this are 0, but you never know. Technology might advance really a lot, and you might be watching this in the year 2032, and this is YouTube still survives, and everyone's going up into space every day. Some of you even work on the moon. So if that's the case, then let me know. And if you're watching this from Mars, on the Mars internet, let me know about that as well. I'll probably be dead about 50 years, but anyway, do it just in case. You never know. I might be in cryogenic stasis and just been revived last Thursday. If Thursday actually exists still. It's hard to predict the future, isn't it? But let's just concentrate on getting this Star Destroyer to where we need to get. We've almost got the record of 1 minute 39. Get ready to say a big hooray as we beat it. Everyone on board's dead again. Right, here we go. 1 minute 32. Ticking up. Get ready for with your hoorays. I'm ready. Hooray! 1 minute 40. We're past it. This is the best. This is the furthest into space we've ever got. These pirates are so going to get it. But I don't think this game ends. I think it goes on forever until the Earth explodes. Right, round there, round there. I don't know where these asteroids are coming from. They're very varied, aren't they? Right, a new wave. Hooray! Right, a red TIE fighter. That does him. These safety pins coming at us now, whatever they are. Some sort of weird clip things. They're aliens or some weird invention. Actually, I'm finding these easier to destroy. This is a system, isn't it? Right, just go in rectangles. That might work. Well, it was working for a while. I think, yeah, go in rectangle movements. That's my strategy for this. Right. Every time you die, regardless of how long you've started or lasted, you start with these asteroid things each time, or meteoroids, or whatever you call them. They're like out-of-control moons spat out by some strange black hole somewhere. Kaboom! Kasplat! Kapowie! If I owned this back in the day as a kid, I think I would have played it every now and again, but I think only when I was bored. I don't think I've played it too much. I think Meteor Storm's probably one of my best classic Space Invaders, asteroids type games. But I can't think of anything else that's quite like this. So, hats off for originality. The Spectrum was good at originality. People tried absolutely everything. So yeah, it's inventive, this game. It's creative without being brilliant. But there's lots to like from a coding point of view. Just last as long as you can, really. It's good that there's got that as well. So if a few of you had this, you'd say, I've lasted a quarter of an hour. And you'd say, no, you haven't, Kevin. You've only lasted 42 seconds. Did you have a poke on? Yeah, okay, I did. I think that's the main thing of this game. This is why, if you had a poke on, you keep playing it and playing it and playing it forever just to see what the next wave is. And as soon as you've seen the last wave, because it's gonna repeat at some point, I don't think you'd ever play it again. Dear, dear, diddly, dear, dear, diddly, dear. Could almost have been there. My favourite era of gaming is early 80s, probably about 1980 to 1983. This is 1984, so it's just outside that, but you know. It's simpler times, and this could have easily have been early 80s. It's only a year out, wasn't it? It's probably developed early 80s. Let's not split hairs. So I'm not going to complete the game, to be honest with you. It's a bit much to ask you to watch this sort of game for about half an hour. But we'll just see a few more waves and then we'll get out of here. I think. I don't think Alderaan makes an appearance. Oh, look at that. There's some sort of weird, strange plague ship coming at us. And it's firing odd things. Right, okay. Good. What are these things? We'll soon find out. If we get past these ball things again, we'll have another closer look. Prepare for hyperspace. I don't think this ship's got hyperspace. These pirates are relentless, aren't they? I don't think Johnny Depp's with them. At least the things firing at us are easier to see now. Those blue dots were tricky on the black background. These are sort of like white asterisks. Another plague ship. Right, okay, this is going quite well. Going quite well, kaboom. Yeah, I've been pulled up about that before. I say it's going quite well, then disaster happens. Yeah, I don't think we'll play this too much longer. Let's just see how we get on here. It's firing like licorice all sorts at us or something. They're just obstacles. Maybe they're just dumping their rubbish or something. Yeah, it'd be a bit. I don't think you could probably last this long without a poke on. Anyone that's lasted 5 minutes on this, let me know. If you owned this game back in the day or have downloaded it since, what's the longest time you've survived without a poke on it? Let me know. Maybe we'll start a leaderboard down the bottom in the comment section. Try and beat my uncheating one was 139. See if you can beat that. I had a couple of goes. If you've beaten that, then let me know. But yeah, good. That's what the comment section's for. Here we go. Right, have we beaten that wave now? I think we might have beaten them. It's all a matter of who's going to turn up next. You never know in space. These green chappies are turning up next. Yeah, they've been quite similar to the other things before, but a different colour maybe. Graphics slightly updated. Sounds a bit like a woodpecker, doesn't it? These things firing at us. Well, our guns sound like a woodpecker rather than a laser. Could be a woodpecker. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Excellent stuff, excellent stuff. Well, I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Ad Astra on the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Gargoyle Games in 1984. If you've got any comments about that, or similar games, or retro memories, then please put them below. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.